哦，等一下，我去关一下门，跟把桌子的东西移开，跟丢个垃圾。哇，感觉糖果罐有点多哎。今天我们来看一下1:4开场。
Your watch was telling the wrong time. Pardon me? I fixed it for you. 2007? Yeah. This is the year 2007. Is it not?
We believe everything can be translated into numbers. Things are made up of numbers. And mathematics is the key to opening the gate of truth.
How is this possible? You use a maths model to forecast the storm, and its results perfectly match what the Foundation recorded. We just worked out the patterns in the number sequences. Close your eyes, Burton. Truth reveal itself to you.
Truth.
Timekeeper, watch out!
Who broke the silence?
Sanet is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death.
Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Who wish to commute Miss Saneto's punishment? Put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hole.
The pure blood Arcanist community. The unknown Arcanum power. And the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
I take not thought for needless disputes.
There's nothing we can do. We have another 10 minutes tops before the...
60% of the left cabin has been flooded, as well as 75% of the right cabin. The ship cannot survive such a ferocious storm. Timekeeper, we should get ready for evacuation.
Prepare the teleport soft disk.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are we going to abandon the ship? These are just some breezes and ripples. Won't last longer than a blink of an eye. Just hold on to the wheel and a wheel.
That sounds like the turbine just cracked.
Great. So only 2 minutes left.
A true captain will never abandon her ship. I've sworn to live and die with Rockin' Apple, the second of its name.
Then why is it the second?
Sotheby just bought us this ship. I racked my brains to think of all the assurances I could give to get that governess off my back.
I think it's better for us to embrace the fact that all things would come to an end, Captain.
Sometimes, deserting is to leave for another.
Oh, you're one to talk about. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have ended up like this in the middle of the...
Timekeeper, we have an emergency. The teleport soft disk can't be activated. I've tried other contingency teleport incantations, but none of them work. It's as if something is jamming the signal.
I see. I have a question for you, Zanato.
Please, Timekeeper.
In the field mission evacuation instructions, apart from the part about asking the Timekeeper for help, is there anyone else we can reach out to for rescue?
Seriously, Virgin.
I see what's going on now. This is a trap! And you are behind all this. It is you who played that and lured us into this random sea in order to torture us, afflict us, and now feed us to the fish! Go ahead, give us the wicked villain laugh, you manus mole! Quit playing innocent here!
I don't know. I mean no harm.
Nice try! See what else you got to say when this pirate opens your battery cover and finds Maiden Manus there!
Please, do not shake me. If I broadcast how to clean kitchen appliances for you now,
Like hell it will! Can't you see? My ship is going down! Along with my record collection and your battery cover to the bottom of the sea for good! Even John Lennon can't do anything about it now!
I'm terribly sorry. How about this program? Lesson 101. Express.
Ah! I can't stand this anymore. My records, my Dr. Peppers, my pirate radio, my Rockin' Apple the Second! For crying out loud, what have I done to deserve this?
Well, she did try her best to pick the music. Though no one is in the mood, I think this piece is not bad. As to Regulus's question, we need to slightly twiddle this knob.
To 1913.
This is...
The official letter of appointment from the Congratulations, Virgin. After the the storm reformation, manpower, and discipline has been officially approved by the Pact's security team. Timekeeper is now a legitimate independent department. You are now granted more flexible autonomy and independence.
What was that? Did you say budget? Does that mean the Foundation will buy a sub?
Unfortunately, independent means doesn't rely on others.
I could apply for a ship for you, but it's not guaranteed.
Misers. Fine. Not that I wanted an obsolete ship painted in grey as shepherd check.
However, the price of passing that bill is to let the Foundation keep the arcanists who have been and will be assigned to Timekeeper. Those who are in lower risk categories only need to receive primary artificial, but I will make sure they will be registered as members of...
I see. Are you still our point of contact for the Foundation, Madam Z?
Yes, of course.
Then I have no further questions.
Meanwhile, Team Timekeeper can apply for secondment from the Foundation, Laplace, and Xeno if necessary. You can check this. It stays the same. You can make your own plans of action. The Foundation only needs a monthly... You're the first in command.
Okay.
You already have a target.
That base, the Manus used to keep its elite house 4 years ago. I'd like to investigate that place again.
So you've been there many times. Well, that'd make a good start. I'll arrange for some people. I think you'll have a great time together.
The fog is thick here.
It used to be the nest of Elite House. What's more, it's winter now.
So why do I have to be the errand girl? The Foundation wasn't even...
Mr. Netto is going through the procedures in there. Mastruvis and Sotheby are on a break, for they have spent much time and energy. Miss Lilia has been given an administrative pen. This leads us to the current situation.
What? So in the end, was I the renowned rocket... Ugh! I have never felt so...
You're not planning on destroying this place now.
No. Huh? Hey, see who's here? Lilia and...
What took you so long? Fell into a gutter?
Hello, Timekeeper. My name is Moisson. My employee ID is SF. I am now an official member of...
Miss Morso, welcome to the team. Madam Z...
She's too kind to say so. Also, thank you for taking good care of Miss Sotheby.
Hold on. You know Sotheby?
According to Madam Z, Miss Morzan used to...
It is a long story. Let Miss Lilia give us an introduction to the base first.
After I got promoted and transferred to the headquarters, those exciting outbound missions have been in short, although it's called the base, the only place unaffected by the storm is a narrow, 20-meter-long corridor, no larger than 100. My former fellows had already searched this. Those Laplace dudes had even sent in their lapdogs to search here inch by inch. Found nothing.
There might be some clues that are invisible. Regulus is a specialist in optical arcane skills. Maybe she can find something.
A specialist? Well, but for the record, compared to searching, hiding treasure. So if it were up to me to hide treasures in this place...
Please hold on for a second. The fog seems abnormally thick.
Ambush! Ambush! He's practically...
Lucky you, they hit the jackpot right away. There shouldn't be any ambush in...
Easy, Ms. Regulus. Please carefully retreat, Miss Timekeeper. Please cover us.
to this then?
The puppy wishes to come along.
At your command.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Aha! Move! Oh, good for you.
The puppy agreed.
Oh. At your command.
Brave decision.
Ah! Aha! Move!
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Hold on. It was a misunderstanding, Timekeeper. We attacked... We're the investigators from the Foundation. These are our...
The base has been deserted long ago, right?
The outside world has been reversed to 1913. We are here to collect the lost scientific device.
Science and technologies are regressing rapidly due to the storm. Those old devices, which used to be outdated, have become valuable to us.
I see. Do you mind us investigating this place?
It would sure. We are glad to give you a hand if you need it. Good. I have some questions about the base and...
So it was just a mistake. Back to treasure hunting now? Let's see what Zeno and Laplace have left here. Infrared shotgun. Oh, Magalev auto feed. Bertin! Come check it out! This is all good stuff. Solid MREs. Ahem. This pirate with a heart of...
I don't mean to rain on your parade, but even dogs won't eat those things. It makes Alitia's excrement smell better in comparison.
That being said, to the best of this apple's knowledge, canine animals shouldn't...
Then can I...
There is nothing to be worried about. Since
Well said. As befits the first mate of mine.
Wait a second, Regulus. Show me the thing in your arms.
Why? What do you want?
No. The supply box. It has my name on it. Wow.
True. Are there any other Vertin in the Foundation?
As far as I know.
Looks like an ordinary wooden box. But this ordinary box...
So, turns out we did find something. It even has Vertin's name on it. Like a celebrity autograph.
Regulus, wait, don't...
No one can stop a pirate from opening her fresh trophy!
News of the day. The Outcasts held the 11,231st pep rally in the Mammoth. Practical Modern Incantations has now been reissued. Biographer Erd has recently published her latest. The chief editor of The Voice of the Among them, criticisms about self-driving forests can easily get lost in the gore. Time for late night news.
What? End of the 20th century? Wait, is this radio broadcasting news in 1999?
Just as I suspected. Since Timekeeper hasn't reported the time of this era to the you two, as the Foundation's investigators, shouldn't have known what year this is. In such pouring rain, time is the best.
Huh, I get it.
Miss Morzon, watch your six. Let us help you.
The puppy wishes to come along.
At your command. A brave decision. Now dance. Hold on to that. Oh, good for you.
The puppy agreed with your
Now learn.
At your command. Brave decision. Everyone has their own destination. Hold on to that. All right.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Warning, warning. The puppy is fleeing the scene.
Didn't expect them to be clever.
The era of 1929 only lasted for 2 days. The frequent Luckily, Miss Morzon noticed the signs of it.
Timekeeper, I'm afraid this is what they came here for.
This is the Manus Marsh that used to stay immune to the storm.
I will explain all of these as briefly as possible. Good news. The analysis report on the mask you submitted to the Scientific Computing Center is now available, Timekeeper. We found the same component in it as the raindrop from the storm. This is a component named asymmetrical nuclide R. Its name comes from the bifurcation structure it presents under the Arcanum imaging. The Scientific Computing Center has also run some tests on the samples of the raindrops you previously submitted. After removing all water, mud, human hair, and dandruff...
What a familiar name.
But it disappeared right away, and we only have a photo of it. Fortunately, we extracted the stable form of it from the mana. It might be the key to staying immune.
Does that mean it'll be possible for the scientific computing?
Seems to be so. A credit to you. The whole center is crazy about it, and I am responsible for passing along the good news on behalf of my fatigued colleagues. We need more samples. This is a sampling device for asymmetrical nuclide R.
I'll be careful. Thank you, Miss...
Don't be. I'm just a...
How do you feel now? I'm sorry about what happened at the rehab center.
I'm good. It just helped me further verify some factual information about Arcanists. It's just... I thought you weren't one of them, Vertin.
I just heard some spirit-lifting news at the hall. Phenomenal achievement, Timekeeper. It's a tremendous breakthrough in our fight with Manus Vindictae. Everyone at the headquarters is... Although, I don't know what this component really is. Is it a kind of ritual? Or a unique substance? That'll be the next thing to find out in our investigation. Manus Vindictae always has more information on the storm and how to be immune to it. Fortunately, now we have another direction.
Oh,
And these are the files you asked me to search for. Luckily, the SPDM library has every single issue of Global Arcane Geographies. Also, Miss Sotheby accepted your request.
Thank you, Soneto. With these files and the help of Regulus, that should be enough.
Yeah? Go on, speak. Tell us what you... Like, what were you doing in the Elitiao's base? In what...
I have no idea.
And those ridiculous radio programs, end of the 20th century. Don't waste our time. Otherwise, we have...
Jeez, do you really mean that?
Formalin, of course! I never...
Yeah, that's more like it.
But I'm just the receiver of signals. When I woke up, I was already in that...
This interrogation won't get us anywhere. Laplace didn't detect any unusual arcane marks on her.
But she was there with those Manus pawns in that bed. Say anything you want. She was...
Yes, I understand what you mean. A field trip may be helpful, I guess. What's your plan? Will you... I've informed Madame Z. This will be the first official... Sotheby and Druvus are still on leave. They will not take part, while Miss Morzon will stay put in the Foundation's headquarters as our contact.
Wait, a field mission? Didn't we just come back from that Elitiao base? Besides, where is this?
The Apollo star we just heard about means the sun. The Gorgon current is mostly created in the Aegean Sea, near the Balkan Peninsula. I remembered an Arcana magazine in the 1970s. The current will be flowing backwards every time the Earth is at aphelion and which is on the 3rd day of January in July this year, and the time in the outside world is... January the 1st, 1914.
Are you saying that all... why?
Regulus, you've been longing for a ship, haven't... What if I tell you that I've got you one?
Now, hold on a second. Come to think of it, it wasn't the flower-headed radio thingy who tricked me into the Aegean Sea. It was... Verdin! Watch out! The big waves!
Net, this is enough! SU-01 VE!
Wait, Lilia! Are you sure about taking off in such...
This isn't a normal storm. Something is attacked. I need to pull it out! You guys go study that whatever instruction right now. Haha, I finally... It's my turn!
Dental checkup.
A great decision. Everyone has their own definition. I'm not careless.
The puppy agreed with...
Hold on to that. Big decisions.
Can't resist. Now
Hold on to that.
This is not bad for a stretch.
Ed subito sera. Well done, Sinetto. Now cut the other halyard. We need to reduce the... Roger that. But we can't stay like this for long.
It's not working. I've tried different...
So is that it? We are as good as...
Wait, there might be another way. I'm sorry, Miss Radio. I need to borrow you for a second.
Huh?
Field mission evacuation instructions. Whenever there is an emergency, the field officer may send an SOS code with their wands through any transmission device, but any Foundation member nearby will provide immediate humanity. Send the code. Please turn the knob 1 time to the right. If you succeed, you shall hear...
May the peace be with you.
I've never seen such a tremendous ritual.
We are the Special Mission Squad Razor. Please show me your ID.
Thank you so much. We are...
Oh, we know you, Timekeeper. Even in our Special Operations Squad, you have quite an... It seems you're in big trouble, huh?
We were under attack by a giant sea...
Right down to business. All right! William! Todd! Better get a move on!
这个踢到有点辣，有点辣。哎，是人。是人。盐属性，带3期啊。
The hunt begins?
Could be given that.
Your command.
Everyone has their own destination.
Intersect and divide. Are you a rational numbers?
Boom! Aha! Boom! Oh!
The puppy agreed with your decision. The puppy agreed with your decision.
Boom! Aha! Boom!
Brave decision.
No worries.
Recommend.
我没注意到，哎。
Isn't that a
Right
good
in.
sound?
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Intersect and divide. Are you a rational members? Isn't that
The puppy agreed with your decision.
intersect and divide?
Hold on to that.
Victory? Okay, but what does it mean to us?
Incredible. Is that a full-sized Gorgon? I've only read about this ancient sea monster. Watch out! Its eyes will turn you into stone!
There has been no witness report of a Gorgon since the 12th century. I thought the current was simply named after the mythology.
Well, it's my privilege to have the chance to fight. William, Todd, let's see who gets it down first!
Entities should not be multiplied unnecessarily. Captain, I hope you still remember our founding motto.
Want to compete with me in speed? Heh.
Ho-ho! You have speed up, my friends! We need to rush back to the Balkan Peninsula for another mission!
Everyone, please wait a minute. The size of the sea monster.
What's happening now?
Not good. It's crawling into the cabin. It plans to tear the ship apart from the inside. Everyone watch out.
Your watch was wrong.
Pardon me?
Your watch?
Are you talking about my pocket watch?
Your watch was losing time, so I fixed it for you.
I don't understand. Do you mean this is the right time?
Yeah. This is the year 2007, is it not?
you're saying we're in 2007? Do you know the storm?
Is that how you call it? We call it the emanation. The tide of Numa is pouring down from above and converging. It would raise as a tsunami and break the world of matters where darkness abounds.
I don't understand.
This shouldn't be hard for you to understand. You are also a real number. I am 37. What's your number?
I'm Vartin.
No. I'm asking your number. The scripture says only the people who are still in search of their essences would identify themselves by a combination of meaningless phonetic symbols. Well, so you don't know your number yet. Just like Sophia.
如果是数字，我一定是69。
Have you seen my companions?
Yes. Are you looking for the integer or the fraction? Or the irrational number? Or the imaginary number?
What?
Integers are the living example of virtues. Fractions can be understood through specific means. Irrational numbers are the free spirits, while imaginary numbers are the existence which doesn't belong to this dimension of the number axis. Which one are you looking for?
I'll ask something else instead. What is this place?
Island.
What island?
Have you seen another island?
Maybe another question. Did a biographer named Erd visit here before?
1999. Oh, 1999. 1999 is a lovely centered triangular number. But I believe this number is, however, 999 is a brilliant number. It is a Capricorn number.
Sorry to interrupt, but I only meant to ask about just the name or the book.
I am sorry. I have no idea about the fragments of matters you're talking about.
Fragments of matters?
Help! Somebody help!
Captain, you should go.
No! Mr. Apple, he's off! Shush! You wicked dolphins! Mr. Apple... Huh? Isn't that Vertin? Vertin! Are you done with the standing and staring? Come give us a hand!
Dental checker.
Everyone has their own destination.
The party agreed with your decision.
Please, there isn't.
Aha! Oh! Ow!
Great decision.
Hold on to that.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, deep breath in. Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone. Alright, deep breath in. Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
puppy agreed with your decision.
Now dance.
Warning, warning. The puppy is fleeing the scene.
Thank God you were here, Vertin. Mr. Apple and I were this close to being...
You've also been incredibly helpful.
Is that so? Like...
You rebuild my confidence in communicating. Have you seen Sonata in the...
No, I woke up and thought they had saved my life at...
They think you are an irrational number. That's why they bit you.
Whoa! This little lady made me jump. Vertin...
Timekeeper. Thank goodness you are all safe and... Lilia's on her way. Now we only need to find... Sonato. They are the Apuron believers. They lend us a helping hand.
Not at all. An integer is under an obligation to help. Miss Sonetto, have you found your friends?
Yes. Only the members of the Razor Squad are still missing.
Imaginary numbers are not of our concern.
Imaginary numbers?
You should not linger here if you have already found your lost friends. We will provide a boat for you to leave. Our school of thought does not accommodate uninvited guests.
Wait! We have something to... What if we know about the emanation? We are the investigators from St. Pavlo Foundation. We're glad to Please grant us entry to this island so that we can Timekeeper? I'll explain to you later. Trust me. Please, Sonetto.
Come this way. However, only integers and fractions are welcomed here. No irrational number is allowed on this island. Throw her into the sea!
Huh? Wait! Now hold on a second. I said hold!
Who ate beans? It could have been that. Uh-huh. Foam is a bubble. Rational. It could be found if in that. Time to check my calculation. Intersect and divide. Rational. It could be found. The final demonstration. Uh-huh. Welcome to the world of numbers. It could be found given that foam is a bubble. Foam is a bubble.
You still look confused. I know, darling. Usually, yes. The first one will help you find, and the other will help you. All right. Now it's finally the... Oh, darling. I'm going to let you down, I'm afraid. Luckily, my ears are more reliable than my... Ah. A cry for help will be drowned out by the waves. See? There's no... Not even you can avoid asking this. Yes. Oh. You... I can tell you are being burned. Time is like a soccer twerk. The gentlemen are still growing handlebar mustaches, and the ladies have not yet flattened the curves on their bodies. A cafe named San Marco officially... Then, the cafe receives in your office. At this point, helmets remain intact in the warehouse. Gauze only work... But soon, soon enough, buildings will shake like a leaf, and the golden age is about to end. When that actually happens, all the... even this cafe... See? We have cooked... You wouldn't buy the nonsense about the fairness of time when you reach... All right, that's it. I've talked enough.
Yes, all is well. Those dolphins sent us to the other side of the current. And one more thing, Captain, and I'm asking this with no ill intention. May I know your... Thank you. I wish your next mission would be trouble-free too. The members of the Razor Squad are all humans.
It's clear then. Real numbers refer to arcanists, and imaginary numbers mean humans.
Then what is the rest of this nonsense?
Sonetto, Vertin, and this apple are integers.
While Miss Lilia and I are fractions.
Don't bother asking. I'm pure blood.
This apple is also made of pure...
I only consume 1.5 volt DC.
So it's not determined by our lineage, or Regulus would have been an integer too.
So why on earth am I the irrational... Unfair! I demand the...
Shut up! We grappled hard to get you on this isle, so you have no choice but to stay in the worst guest room.
Do you call this a guest room? A cell, more like?
Perhaps this piece of news will cheer you up. We are prisoners in the world, and our body...
Cut me a break. Might as well play us some rock music.
Seems and irrational numbers, or the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, cannot...
No! I was the only person who didn't cause... Oh, why do I get to have the worst of both worlds?
I've requested information from Ms. Muzzle about Apiron, but it will take some time for the files to come in. The captain of the Razor Special unlike other unregistered Arcanists, these people chose not to live alongside the humans. They still lead an ancient Arcanist way of life and follow the old customs.
But they used modern mathematical terms. And that girl talked... I think they are not living in complete ice. This place wouldn't be affected by the storm, just like the Elitialbe. The travel notes in 1999. Manus Vindictation, and we'll find our answer here, I think.
Very energetic, Capitan. By the way, how come they wouldn't suddenly decide to detain us all?
I'm with you all the time. Six asked me to welcome you.
Oh, scared me again. What were you doing, huh?
Because it seemed you were in the middle of proving a conjecture. According to the scripture, Disturbing others when they are giving. I don't want to be bound to the rocks of the Caucasus Mountain and have vultures eat my eyes after my death. Eating beans is the sin of sins. The biggest, worst, and ugliest crime. People eating beans will never transmigrate. They just...
What? Are you serious? Is this right? And what does it say about other bean-based products?
Beans are beans.
You're funny. This doesn't even make sense. I happen to have a box of coffee. If I put one coffee bean in my mouth, would have...
No way!
Whoa, easy, mate. That's not fair! The critters are coming...
This is not good. We need to separate them.
The hunt begins! Your command! Ah!
Phase. Get resist.
Aha! Move! I'm not done.
Stop.
Make decision. Your command.
Now thanks. Hold on to that.
Stop.
Oh, good for you.
Relax.
The puppy agreed with...
Please. Get resist.
Victory? Okay. But what does it mean?
Let go! Let go! What are you, a dog? Vertin! Sonetto! Lilia! Get her off!
Oh. What is going on here? 37, let go of the guest's head. Now. Sorry that I'm late. I'm Sophia, the corrector of Apiron. I will take over from here.
Oh, finally! We have...
Please, let's talk on the way to the outside. We believe everything can be translated into numbers. Things are made up of numbers, and mathematics is the key to opening the gate of truth. It is like the fire that lifts us from the darkness. This world may decay in time, but numbers will transcend the limit placed for all other things in existence. And if one can take up the challenges and improve oneself with practice, they may clear their thoughts and find out their truth. That is, to find out the number of their soul.
Oh, this This is more like a place for proper conversations. Broad.
Hold your horses, Miss Regulus. If you were to speak of consuming beans again, I will have no choice but to send you into the depths of the sea.
Fine, fine. Haven't done anything yet.
Miss Sophia, could you please repeat all the taboos on the island? It was too dark in there. I didn't take them all down.
Worry not, Miss Sonetto.
1. Abstain from beans. 2. Do not pick up. 4. Do not poke the fire with swords. 5. Do not jump. 7. Do not enter the hall in new garments. Enter the hall from the 8. Do not keep swallows around your house. 9. Do not sleep on a grave.
What strange obsessions are these? Even the...
This is an archaic arcanist group we're dealing with.
But what else are we going to do if we can't pick up the things on the ground? Just...
You are indeed an irrational number.
Huh? What about me?
Though I can't identify the exact number of yours, it's never like you. You are a very... Irrational numbers are disobedient, sometimes unreasonable, and they hard...
Disobedient. Unreasonable.
So that's what their judgment is based on.
Oh, she even gets the rock and roll part right.
Stop pulling my leg. This pirate will not so easily be defined. What about you? What's your number then?
I'm still learning. My time to reveal...
Oh, you don't know? Well, I can help you with that. You are an irrational number 2. Ouch! What is this?
A perfect parabola.
Oh, it's you again. I won't be bettered in a fight this time.
37? Shouldn't you be off preparing for the doctrinal meeting? 6 asked me to take care of our guests. But I'm usually the one who receives the guests.
There's no causal link in these two events. People always bother you with trifles only because you're fine with it.
Do not sleep on a grave, and do not cut wood on a main road. Idleness is the cause of the breakage of one's flesh and soul in the long journey. Besides, why would you place the head of a guest in your mouth?
She said she's going to eat beans.
That does not justify your action. Come to think of it, is she safe to bite if she... The right way to deal with this is to throw the offenders into the sea. Let the Gorgon...
Oh yeah! This is the most optimal solution.
How come you didn't think of it? This is one of the most basic set...
Hello? Are we done with the chit-chat? Conspiring to my face to throw me in the sea. Mind you... Right in the ball. What? What's that look? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I didn't start this.
Regulus, did you just pick up the grape that 37 threw at? Did you just violate the rule of not to pick up what has fallen?
What?
Get down! Abraxas! It will take the offenders with it!
Chicken's head on 2 snakes.
This is not good. They seem dangerous. Regular... the enemy for their tactics?
Pencil checker.
Who's hard? Speak so loud.
Talking out calms people down.
What's your race? Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Stop lightning!
Who's hard? Speak so loud.
Talking out calms people down.
Please, don't resist.
We should listen to what people. Whose heart is beating so loud? Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Please, don't resist.
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Stop. Relax.
What's your race?
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Regulus!
Captain! I can't leave her alone.
A toast to Regulus, to her ever-fighting spirit of breaking away from jail.
Luckily, she didn't have any beans.
May her soul be cleansed in the... What a mess. Ena eftegramot mima. Simatizete otan enosume dios semia.
Timekeeper. The arcane skills cast by Mr. Apple is with Regulus. Let's follow Sophia.
We have wasted too much time on Miss Verton. This is where we share our knowledge of Numa, which is also the storm you've been Before you enter the Great Hall, please place your right palm on the stone and... I wish to be baptized in the water. I ask my tongue to be taken. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me. And I swear to let matter... I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall... Now, knock 3 times on the stone. Remember to enter the hall. You are the humblest audience here, hence not allowed to speak. I will arrange your meeting with 6.
No problem. Mr.
Please enjoy.
Vertin, are we really going to do this? That oath with...
To stay quiet and keep it similar to the training we once received. No, I'll come with you. But I can't sense any sign of arcane skill on this stone.
The warning is lifted then?
But when Sophia repaired the floor in front of us, there's no fluctuation of arcane power either. It's either a kind of arcane or... The moment we step...
We've been trapped in a tremor. That's to say, any arcanum used on this island is only a part. We don't know where this flow is leading us. We know nothing. It's too perilous, Timekeeper.
I know, Zanato. But as long as we obey their rules, with the doctrine of the Apparan is to live in solitude and seek nothing but the truth.
Think. The pure-blood arcanist community.
Yet, we haven't spotted any...
Manus Vindicte is...
Which means We need to find out.
I believe in Timekeeper.
I have zero interest in this meeting. I'll stay.
I wish to be baptized in the water of...
I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken.
I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me.
I swear to let matter stay in the world of
I swear to reveal no... All my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
Fellow brothers, sisters, our quest for no first was the discovery of irrational numbers, and then the creation of imaginary numbers. The truth was buried, and history was rewritten. But the emanation is not a crisis. The supreme existence has once again shown itself to us. As Numa pours down, things are rewound to the world of light. Everything we who have because we know the truth. Our survival is destined. It is the beginning of a mission to bring the Thank you. The next orator is 37, our smallest irregular prime, and the brightest...
The emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days. All methods to calculate the Numa emanation failed. We found no pad. All our efforts in the past 4 years have gone completely wasted. That's the end of my speech.
Sereno, intenso ed infinito.
Shh. Who did that? Who broke the silence?
Sorry, Timekeeper.
Get ready to run, Snetto. The Abraxases are coming.
Finally, some interesting words. Who's hot? Stay focused. Talking out close to go down. Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere.
allowed.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
No, no!
Stay low profile. I don't want to be shunned.
Can somebody tell me? Why I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vert? First? Oh! What? Lads! I know what's going on! You got the wrong Freedom will be granted. Which is exactly what I've been trying.
Captain, maybe you're in the... This apple presumes that the followers on this island have...
Pythagoras. Isn't he the guy who lives...
Maths is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievements. Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating the earliest Pythagorean school, perished because of... At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered root 2, and the theory... This apple assumes they see the integers as the... Besides, they are convinced that...
Alright! This pirate has had it. I'm going to tackle the root cause. I'm breaking out!
Why am I not surprised? This apple may be able to offer some help.
What's happening? An earthquake?
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction.
Ah! The roof is about to come. Oh, is that... Did one of the Abraxases drop this? The unsolvable puzzle. 0.4, 0.7, 1.
There are 8 symbols below. Maybe it is a... That sign says...
Ha! How unsolvable! And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the top.
I think there is a difference between this and... In this apple's humble opinion, the ratio...
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stack? Hey! The underground critters are back! Go away! Don't touch me!
Finally, some interesting work.
Work hard.
He's
Serious so loud.
Stay focused. Talking out calms people down.
Say hello!
Retreat! What? I can't make a call? I hear something. Relax. Agents have gone. It's called common sense.
Thank you for your cooperation.
No worries. Whose heart is beating so loud?
Relax. Breathe.
Agents have gone. It's called common
Come
sense.
back to me.
Retreat! What? I can't make a call? Be serious. Stay
No
focused.
worries.
Shh. I hear something. That's Criddle.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't be so serious. Music is
What's
coming.
hard? Why are you so loud? Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Come on, stand up. There's one around.
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something. They are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Is that so? The sun. What is... I read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. Earth's average distance to the sun is approximately 93 million miles. Let's say if we take the distance between Earth and the sun. There you go. These numbers are the ratio of their...
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter, by rough calculation, and if we round the results to one decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 units, Jupiter 5.2 units, Saturn 10 units, and Uranus 19.6 units. That's weird. All these numbers
But if these numbers stand for the ratio of distance...
If the Sun is it really a puzzle of...
Aha! You are looking at the solution! There must be one... What now? What is this? A celestial body?
Captain, this apple, there is indeed a star between Mars. It is called the Ceres, discovered by...
Ceres? Did we just validate is the universe truly arranged, or could this be the ultimate key?
Regulus! Regulus! What are you doing?
Odd. My head hurts.
I'll make it short. Sanet is in detention. They're planning to...
Say what?
As you can see, this school on the island, but if you give them a pup... No. with all, but we have to admit, it is not just the young man. And his point was, what was, if the, yeah, either God is wrong, or we've been blind. Oh, darling, you need to understand that it was, now we,
An old admonition is letting 37 told me you are the integer. She's the genius kissed by the god of but I don't understand. I apologize, Miss Sophie. I won't defend our behavior. You may save that apology. If you can persuade more than half of the people to vote for, I have gathered some case files from the past. I hope these files are. But won't you be in trouble? I have my own reasons. Integers are the living example of virtues, the standard of purification. It represents a soul existing in the world of forms, a true being. It is the floating points behind the decimal which dent the process of our overall purification. If integers like you would lose your life, besides, I can't—
Not rigorous. For one thing, we still don't know voting in for another. The fact that every crow we've seen is black, even if every virtuous person we met has been an integer, we can't be certain that the next one will same case for irrational numbers.
You're right, 37. But people always tend to believe that virtuous people are integers.
Correct. But not entirely correct. Numbers are just numbers. They are not associated with virtues.
Unlike me, you're always right.
I don't know what differs us.
Will you be at the assembly?
Yes.
Then I will leave them with you. I'm not qualified. I have done poorly in receiving the guests. I will ask—
Huh? So you are not coming back to my laboratory?
The scripture shall not be challenged. What's more, any students here can help you in the—
I known, I would have let someone else welcome Vertin and her friends. Like 210. He loves to brag to young ladies so much that he—
You were that someone else who was assigned. If I hadn't stopped you in time, not to mention what happened last time.
But the fact that I have messed up all the receptions before, the chances of messing up the first reception and the 100th reception are the same.
Whatever you say, you little sophist.
Everyone says so. But compliments won't help her find her number. So, Vertin, are you ready for the debate?
Does that mean you will help?
Of course, I don't want to miss the chance.
What chance?
The chance to see your numbers. There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of oneself. And as I can quickly tell which types of numbers you are. But I want to know the answer before you see your own numbers. So it's 37 who proves it, not Vertin.
I'd be glad to give this chance to you.
That's boring. Let's go, Vertin. The assembly's—
Don't worry, Timekeeper. I'll defend. Back in the Foundation, this is my duty.
Sonetto.
By our tradition, Miss Sonetto will be given the poisoned wine. However, Sophia raised her objection against the decision. Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Those of you who wish to commute Miss Sonetto's punishment, please put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hall. Now, Miss Sonetto, Miss Vertin, you may defend yourselves until the sand in this hourglass falls to the bottom.
I am Sonetto from St. Pavlov Foundation. I wish all the honorable audiences here would lend me their
What number are you? Defendant, the court requires an answer. What?
What? Me? No, I don't have a number.
Don't waste our time. All her words are void. Sentence her to...
42's argument is valid. Defenders, what?
What? It's valid? Objection! According to the record, the last time we inflicted severe punishment was he ate a carbuncle that feeds on beans. Then he was sentenced to death. In our scripture, eating beans is like— if we are now executing people for breaking the silence at the assembly, how would it reflect our attitude towards the consumption of beans? I suggest Sonetto's punishment to be commuted.
A good argument.
37's argument is deemed valid. The debate will continue.
Objection. The punishment for eating beans is to throw the offenders into the Gorgon current. Among all the punishments we have, there's no other punishment because eternity and infinity are the two things giving her the poisoned wine doesn't make the consumption of beans less.
Objection! Both of the crimes would fall into the same category if we are taking the
Objection! The two crimes in question are not commensurable, which makes your comparison...
What's this? I'm completely lost in this.
I will help you. I object.
Hello there.
I'd like to start by quoting 42's first argument. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. In that case, it's not possible for Sonetto to commit a crime.
What?
Good point, Virgin. This is our chance. Be serious. Move your legs.
Go, go!
These are merely clumsy sophisms. We've all seen her break the maxim.
Objection! What you see cannot be submitted to the court as a transcendental fact. It's nothing but the fragments of the phenomenal world which...
Objection sustained. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep the debate logically consistent.
Since Sonetto has no number, and a person without a number does not exist, Sonetto thus... She didn't break any rules.
Be serious. They move your legs.
That's critical. Stop lightning.
Objection! The rule breaker has a number. We can all tell that therefore, she should be identified as an unknown number.
42's argument is held.
Tell you a secret, Virgin? We would call criminals negative numbers.
I got it!
Just like in...
Be serious.
Stay focused. Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. Say hello!
It is easy to prove Sonetto's innocence. According to the law of the excluded middle, Sonetto either committed a sin or committed. Since we consider a criminal as a negative number, and a non-criminal as a positive number, that means she doesn't belong to the criminal set. She did not commit a sin, and did not... I hereby demand to modify the criminal sentence that has...
Stay low profile. I don't want to be...
The law of excluded middle. A good sophism. Good for you to create a paradox from one sentence of... But pitifully, you've taken my argument as the basis of your defense. You don't have a number either, Miss Outsider.
There's no time left.
13 has a number. I saw it.
What? 37, do you know what you're saying?
Yeah. I read her number. Just now. 13's number is 0.
Who ate beans?
demonstration. Time to check my calculation. Welcome to the world of numbers. How troublesome. Events could be found. Time to check my calculation.
Come closer. That pad of paper from the miss? One visit, you... Oh, the debate, but it won't anyways. And that argument of hers is the best attraction for the audience. You are neither positive nor in a restaurant. Fruit, is there any value? Now, back to the number we just talked about. You owe that spirited little genius a thank you. By the way, what do you... I always... That's right. 37 is... Oh, why not deify the one that is able to reach the truth when you have the chance? I guess you also did that, right, darling? It's okay. What a...
"37. You just said Vertin's number is 0. Do you know what it means?
Very clearly.
Would you be able to submit proof to a payron?
No problem.
Half of you in this hall have put if 37's argument is found to be true, every argument Vertin has spoken in Sonetto's defense. I will announce the result once 37's proof has been validated.
Sonetto!
Timekeeper, I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but still I couldn't understand the debate. I failed again.
What happened to her? Come here, little girl. We need to move her outside. Lie her down on the ground and wipe her palm and feet with dew and peppermint oil. That would be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The distinguished number 0. I'm kidding. I'm 210. Well, instead of the number, I prefer people call me the rhetorician.
I've heard your preachment. Pretty demagogic.
That's how logic works. With logic, I can prove that you'd cease to exist in the next moment, or that this debate is nothing but meaningless. That pacifist let you off this time. 6. A perfect number indeed. Who wants to have blood on their hands and be devoured by the cycle of... Yet it's a torture for any intelligent mind to hear such an immature debate.
I'm sorry.
No apology needed, Miss Outsider, given that 37 has revealed your number.
What do you mean?
37. Our evil little genius. Our numbers are our essence. And it's also the most important proof we get. She did that to her friend, too. She found out Sophia, but without casting an eye on that paper with her number on it, Sophia is Sophos. But you... I pity you.
It doesn't seem like trouble to me.
Alas, poor little Vertin. You see, the number of our souls suggests our fate. It might be changed, but in the end, we can... 1 is thought. 2 is opinion. 3 is wisdom. 4 is strength. 5, enthusiasm. 6, harmony. 7, order. 0, however, is in the middle of the axis. Things are ever changing. But your loneliness... This is your fate. Being exposed in full view of the 37 was acting on impulse. She leisurely reveals your fate. That carefree behavior How could I not pity you? Ms. Verton. 37's proof has passed the review. Your friend will now be exempt from the... Please, meet me at the hall tomorrow at noon. I would have words with you. Before this negotiation begins, I wish to tell an allegory to the two of you. A group of people were imprisoned in a cave. Behind them, there was a fire. Before them was a tall, solid wall. Their legs and necks were chained and fixed, so they were constrained to look nowhere but to gaze at the wall in front of them. When they dropped their eyes, they saw their own body. When they looked up, the flickering light of the fire fell over them, and they only saw the shadows of what was passing behind them. No one had lived one day outside the cave. The shadows cast on the wall all there was to be perceived as reality. They had no knowledge of the real world. One day, one of them escaped from the cave, walked into the light, and saw the true world with his own eyes for the first time. Everything he saw or felt in the cave was nothing more than a mere shadow of the object's true form. Our world is a poor one, Miss Verton. The phenomenal world is the cave in this allegory, but it is ugly, frivolous, filthy. Only the wise can walk out of that cave. In that eternal, transcendent world, everything is in its most perfect form. I pray that you, Miss Verton, the representative of St. Pavlov Foundation, and you, Miss Arcana, her counterpart of Manus Vindicte, would pay heed to my words. Everything you've been fighting each other for means no more than some fragment. There's only one thing worth doing. That is, to seek higher wisdom, develop one. We have never set foot on the soil dampened by the storm. Nor, I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
For certain. It was never my intention to sully the sanctuary of truth.
Then, to prevent a situation, I would like to ask you two to carve your names once the bracelet is put on. From now on, as long as you're on this island, none of your people will draw blood from one another. Or the bangle shall draw all the blood from you. The peace agreement is so...
I appreciate that. I'll sign it. The piece of...
Lady Verton, we meet again. I wish the best to thy friend.
She's doing well, thanks to you.
You're most welcome. Thou shalt quench, for times hath changed. I would not wish to shed even a drop of Arcanist's blood.
But Schneider should be the victim of a merciless bullet?
Verton, my pitiful child. Did you forget? That merciless bullet cameth from a gun never belonging to me.
What's Manus Vindicte's purpose to be?
Hearken the archaic wisdom, just as thou doest. I am not. I adore thy visage, Lady Vertin. Alas, no man shall bravest this, including thee.
A wooden box in the Elitial's base has my name. Was that your doing?
Sadly, it wasn't. I hope thee findeth the answer satisfactory.
It's
Is that Miss Arcana? Miss Arcana! Please! Don't go!
And save... Oh.
No! Come back! Come back, you ignorant foreigners! I just started introducing vectors and matrices, and that's the most interesting part! Ah, 13. Great. You always show up at the right time and right place. Stop them as people! Whatever it takes! Finally, some interesting work. Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious. Stop lightning! No, no! Retreat! Be serious. Stay focused. Stop lightning! Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Whose heart is beating so loud? Be serious. Stay focused. Stay calm. Stop lightning. Shh. I hear something. Just like, be serious. Stay focused. Talking out calms people down. Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. No, no!
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Look at you. They must have tried to fill your little brain with long preachment. Oh, try to reach the corners of your... Yes, those people in gowns. White gowns with gray diamond. Sure, but they showed you there is a distinction, but in fact... So, which will you take? Oh, that... You've seen a living proof. Oh, but here's some good... I'm sure you shall take the soul of the ones with the belief. They kept their mouths shut and eyes. They showed frugality, patience, so the beasts continued to lurk in the shadow. Think about what I just... Never look back in the woods. Yes, we better stay awake, but then there comes the problem. Of course. After all... No, just let it go. When you do so, is that what you...
Congratulations, Miss Sonetto. You are the fastest learner of our doctrine among all the visitors in the past half-century. On behalf of all orators, I award you this law.
No. I wouldn't have achieved this without your guidance. Those mathematics statements are really inspiring. I've learned a lot. But there's still something confusing me, such as Pythagoras and his golden thigh, his memory of the previous lifetimes as the son of Hermes.
Why would people fail to see that this is not right? I need to spend...
Anyone? Thus my journey of art. I really don't want to study maths anymore.
Timekeeper.
I heard that you completed all the lessons on the script. This laurel wreath suits you well.
Timekeeper, I'm sorry. At the assembly, I failed to understand the arcanist's logic, but now I have...
That was not your fault, Sonetto. I need to tell you something more important. I've signed a peace agreement with Arcana. And...
What? So Manus Vindictae is also restrained by the stone?
Yes. She put it on without hesitation, but I don't think her purpose would be as simple as hearkening the ancient. I attacked Manus' followers earlier as 37 asked me to. Perhaps this island makes its own judgment on what to be. Sonetto. Do not report this to them. After all, there are many other things to investigate.
I see. I will contact Miss Druvis and Miss Moisson first. Timekeeper. This island, the Manus' mask, and your suitcase. Does this mean we could collect more asymmetrical nuclide art?
I tried to collect some samples last night in the outer, but the detecting device showed nothing. If we were to find out
What are you conspiring now? Do not poke the fire with swords. The assembly will not be held every time when there's a crime. Learn a lesson from them.
Lilia!
Apologies, Vertin. I was going to rescue Sonetto through a very creative, but things didn't quite go as planned.
Not a bad innovation for a simple clap on the forehead. If only you did.
This apple is grateful that it didn't.
Warning. Shell cleaning required. Warning.
I don't know why, but when I was in that cave, ideas, though judging by the outcome, they weren't all good ideas.
On a routine patrol, I'm not surprised that an irrational number would try to trespass on... This is a serious crime.
Do we have to go through this debate again?
It's okay, Timekeeper. I will defend Regulus. I've thoroughly studied the scripture, and this time I'm sure I can do better.
Forget it. Forget it.
It is unwise to waste time trying to understand an irrational... Besides, we should let the Reckless take care of the... That's it. Regulus, you will come...
Huh? Me? Again?
Since you have too many floating points, words of discipline, we would have suggested you study with the rest of the students here. Abstain from eating meat, bathe in cold water, rise with the Apollo star, study art...
What? I won't do any of that.
But taking your peculiar character into... I decided that some compulsory labor would be the better option.
Oh, that's the best news of the day. I'd be dead if you didn't change your mind.
Regulus, studying the scripture is not that scary. It's just like... taking lessons at school.
Huh? Is that what school...
Haven't you been to a school regular?
Haha! A great pirate! So, where were we? Which part of the beach needs to be taken care of by...
My laboratory.
Whoa! Where did you pop up from?
37. Aren't you supposed to preach to the visitors?
I've seen their numbers. A group of negative repeating infinite decimals. They will achieve nothing but...
Fine. Those of you who are complicit in breaking into the cave will also... Sonetto and Lilia will come with me to patrol. Regulus, as for Vertin, you will assist 37 with... Don't waste more time on the trivial matters of the phenomenal world. Integer, that was the sole reason you were on this island, was it?
Don't let down your guard. The arcanists are down in the cave. I heard some pretty alluring and intriguing anecdotes.
Miss Lilia, this way. You will cover this.
Stay on the radio.
Don't worry, Timekeeper. Lilia and I, we're counting on you, son. I have a feeling we're coming closer to a big secret.
something. Who's that? Oh? I tripled the ingredients this time. Be serious. Take off your lights. Whose heart is beating so loud? Say hello. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Retreat! What? I can't make a call? Please keep off your lights. I hear something.
What? What am I looking at? So your so-called sacred project is this gigantic IDM computer? I was curious about them during my stay in Laplace, but this one doesn't seem that far advanced to those. This is not...
Items of the phenomenal world are all a waste. This one is long broken. Why do you keep referring to the storm as the emanation? What's the emanation? It is the waves of Numa. We are the expellees of the world of forms. We were banished to this dampened dark cave. Everyone here is obsessed with the fake light on the wall, but forgets to look for the truth. Numa, however, will lead us to escape.
Eh? You make it sound like we're living in Pulse,
aren't we?
Of course not. If you ask me, I'd say you have absolutely no Dr. Pepper, the music festivals, Rory Storm, the Hollies. If it weren't for this sick storm, I would still be riding a motorcycle.
Your soul must be pretty contaminated.
And the computer, they can calculate extremely large numbers within seconds.
In the case of numbers, it's not. Also, this computer has never played you.
Come on, mate. You people just leave it in a cave. It's like sending an infant to the kitchen and waiting. Never mind, you'll see what I mean after I...
Can you fix an IDM rig?
No, but I've seen the Laplace people do it. Oh, the dust! When was the last... Oh, some critters are nesting here. Oh, did I break his converting? Come give me a hand. They won't let me touch him.
The hunt begins!
Great decision. The puppy agreed with your decision.
Oh! Aha! Oh! Your command.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Hold on to that.
Brave decision. Ha-ha! Ooh!
Stop.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
You fixed it. It's great to have you clean the laboratory, Regulus. Your floating point immediately reduced.
Oh, is that a compliment? Sounds like one.
It's a wordplay, Captain. Infinite.
Fine, fine. I should. What's the meaning of humans inventing computers?
Thanks to you, now we can have it. It's a pity since it only has the data before 2003. This is our chronology, Vertin. From 1999 to 2007, in the initial 4 years, the emanation has a pattern. After that, it suddenly leaped to the... Every record here can perfectly match what is in the... Wait. These are the records before, but this one refers to the storm in 1966, which happened recently. These are indeed the records before 2003. What's following the records is our forecast.
That's to say, you... How is this possible? That you are clever enough to develop such a precise mathematical model, while at the same...
We just worked out the pattern. You made such precise prediction even without leaving... You don't need to go into a rivet. Moreover, we would send people to observe in the phenomena. She is the co-author of this model. Nobody knows.
So you have a mother too?
Two? 37. Whereas like many people, she was restored to her true form. Since... The form, you said. 37? What is it? What kind of question is it? The form, or the essence, is what's left of you after all the fakeness has been peeled off.
Now we are listening to the New Year collection. The world-famous painting Mona Lisa was found and returned. The US Congress passed the Federal Reserve. The conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia. In London, futurists gathered under Big Ben, celebrating the upcoming 1914.
This is news of the outside.
What about on your side?
Well, I am with Sophia. Arcana's still in the hall. Please keep an eye on the Manus followers. Be mindful of—
Who are you talking to?
Just checking up on Lilia.
Please stay vigilant. This is the last place we need to check. We must keep this graveyard clean. Our dead...
Miss Sophia?
Yes. 4 years ago, my father was restored to a geometric body on his way back to the island.
Why are you crying, Sophia?
I was wrong. Venus calculated the impacted area of the emanation, and the emanation happened. My dad is gone.
I know. But why are you crying? My mom and your dad have come back to us, right?
Have come back? Do you call this? Like this? In the...
No. They have gone. Look at them. I've never seen such perfect... If they are not from the eternal and transcendental world of forms.
37?
I'm going to study the emanation, Sophia. This is the best chance ever. The transcendental world. We will reach our hands to the forms and explore. Will you help me, Sophie? Next time I will definitely make a better calculation. I promise.
Thank you for assisting 37 with her research, Neto.
No, I didn't do anything. Timekeeper, no,
You have helped us greatly for all this time. 37 has been locked since the 2-day emanation in 19. It is you who helped her revive her interest in other
These are Timekeeper's contributions. I barely...
Because I don't see the charm of numbers. That's why I can't see my own number.
The numbers... Sorry. I have never... If you ask me, you are an unbelievably excellent Arcanist. You can flatten the ground, clean up the beach, and rectify errors. You did it in an efficient and precise manner, which is all...
Any students who have sworn to knowledge can do. They aren't doing my job because they have seen the truth.
The phenomenal world is never complete. Like you can never draw a perfect circle there. No matter how much time you spend on it or how sophisticated your device is, it is impossible to draw a perfect circle in the phenomenal world. Arrows always exist. The floating points after the decimal can be reduced, but not destroyed. The perfect circle only exists in the abstract transcendental world. Of course, anyone in the world can find out the value of pi through the Egyptians, Greeks, Chinese, and Babylonians. They have all tried. However different their practices were, they found it because the essence of the circle is hiding in the imperfect manifestation of it. This is the truth. It is eternal. Anyone can reach out to it at any time. The forms transcend all matters. The world of matters we live in is being flooded and destroyed by the tides of new...
This stuff let me think. How come your theory reminds me of the Manus Doctrine?
37. We see the storm among all the other things.
But earthquakes, floods... These catastrophic events happen. This is what my mother taught me. She must be proud that...
I'm sorry for mentioning your mother.
Why do you apologize, Furton? This is a very unusual...
I don't get it. Why did you say my number is 0?
I just saw it. The numbers of everything and every being would just emerge in front of me. I see it, and I speak it out loud.
210 told me numbers.
Don't believe him, Vertin. Numbers are just numbers. Fine. I don't think I like to because I once said he is a poor number. 210 equals 2 times 3. Looks like he has it all, but he doesn't have any real forte.
This is indeed an extreme.
And 6 is no better. Every leader of a Piron has been a 6. 6 is a
What about your number?
I don't know. I am 37. People told me what it means, but I know very little of fate. So I always, even if I find out their essences, does it mean I have known them better?
"37 once tried to tell me my number. She wrote it down and put it into a bottle. I once made a horrible mistake. It makes me worried. So I threw the bottle into... This is how 37 is different. We are all prisoners of that cave. Only the wise one can find her way out of the cave. I'm the ignorant prisoner who sits. I will be crushed into dust by the truth. The truth is like the stars in the night sky. Beautiful, but cold. It has been there long before my existence, and will stay that way long after I'm gone. It sheds no tears for the weak, nor laments the tragic fate. It's forever bright, and always moving forward. The person who avoids the truth is not qualified to study it. I'm sorry. My interpretation has been...
No. I think I kind of know how you feel, Miss Sophia. However unworthy you think you are, there must be something we can do. Maybe we can't reach the core of the truth, but we can clean up the path to it for the future explorers. This is our fate.
Interesting insight. I have come to understand why 37 likes you. Let us go back to work then. Start from dusting the tombstones.
Alright, I've had enough of these Sol Numa-related idle topics. I want to have a look at your model. Wow, seriously?
This model has been proven for 4 whole years we had been optimized. But the emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2. That model is just like this computer, and this is all I can present to you.
No, it's not junk. I think I know why your model didn't work. What Manus Vindicte has changed. They accelerated history, forcing historical events to happen earlier than they were supposed to. Thus, the storm in 1929 occurred sooner than it should.
No way! Controlling the emanation. Changing the history of the outside. Numa is eternal and transcendental.
It won't. I'm telling the truth, 37. I've been there. Your model was not wrong. You've never been to the place where the storm falls, and thus in the true purposes of Manus Vindicte.
No! That's impossible! Even if there are means to control the emanation. If this is true, does it mean the phenomenal world, this in-mother's model, was defeated by this? Vertin, could you give us proof? The proof that Manus Vindicte accelerated history and triggered the...
I swear I wasn't lying.
No, not like this. To prove go to our sacred place. To the Hall of Truth. I beg you.
Give them your proof, just like how we submit the proof of our...
Come here. Place your hand. I need... From... It arrived with an... Both sheep... Oh, you're curious. Look at these handmaids. But they are just people like us. Then you will be in trouble. I like the pragmat... Oh, don't be mad. You know, every question has a questioner, but... The cook, their duty is to remove the... No one is capable of doing this job except... And she, the red-haired little... Not yet familiar with the rule. See, that's the problem every corrector has to deal with. Their job is to correct... Oh, it's no... She left the complicated... There she made the first contact with the spin... Without a whole picture of what she was working on. She... In the end, her hands were no... Yes, she's a quick learner. That girl is like a perfect piece of... In order to reach the showcase, what she has done. But... Anyone can tell that as long as they... So she will continue to weave on the loom and... Shh. I should stop here. Cut not wood on the public road.
Wait a second, just a second. Isn't this still the dungeon? Are you setting us up?
All caves are interconnected. This 37 wait. I remember no worries. The restrictions were to help us not be distracted by the unimportant details in life.
Oh, excellent. I will tell it to the Abraxas when it shows up. Huh? Hey, 37. Are you sure this is the right way? My heart just sank.
Are you scared?
Oh, you wish. But when will we run into some fog like this one? Oh, it doesn't bring you anyone to guess.
Maybe you were there.
Oh, is that so? You into good luck. Don't beg this pirate for...
Hold that. Something is coming. Huh? Rooster ahead with two snakes as its feet.
They're coming for us. Ha! What did I say? Don't beg...
Regulus, prepare for battle.
Okay, I know. I was just teasing her.
The stone bangle is activated.
Regulus, wait for their attack. Do not kill them. What? What kind of request?
Listen to me, Regulus.
That's fine. If it is of prime importance, this pirate will try her best.
Checker.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Everyone has their own destination. Brave decision.
Relax.
Aha!
Breathe.
No worries.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Hold on to that.
Oh, good for you.
Relax.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Breathe. No worries.
Brave decision.
Relax. Come back to me.
Hold on to that.
Alright,
Brave.
at your command. Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone. This is not bad for a stretch.
That's it? I still have 10 more songs?
These are not the same kind of Abraxas as we've encountered before.
Wait, where is Miss...
Hey! Come on, keep up! Did she just take off like that while we fought? Sneaky little... We should...
Wait a second, Regular. Do you sense anything from...
Uh-huh, you bet. This is...
No, Captain. We saw the rise of Ceres in the same...
That's the same fog as in the Elixir House bit.
This fog is the cause of our...
Don't rush to conclusions. Follow 37. Oh. And what's that series you were talking about?
I just picked up a piece of paper. Like this, just bent over and...
What book is it?
Oh, probably just some math problems left from the... Wait, This is that alchemy handbook given to Edward...
Look at this, Captain. Of the great stone of the ancients by... Seems like there are more ancient texts about alchemy hidden inside the hole.
So maybe I need to crack some more crossword.
Our caves endow people with wisdom. Our secret knowledge is hidden in the silent boulder walls. The knowledge in those books. Follow me, Regulus.
Vertin, you lot go ahead. Go with 30.
You want to read these books here?
The knowledge passed down through language can easily be destroyed.
No, I'm not going to stay here. Alright, I might as well just admit that if I follow its lead, perhaps I'll finally work out the answer about that little... Never thought that I'd find the answer here. Easy as picking up a shell on a bean.
What?
And that's precisely where I don't want to get to it. I don't want it to be fed into my brain. Come on, it's the ultimate truth. If someone just tells me the ending of Lord of the Flies before I...
Huh? I only met 2 people who reject the truth, so this is the mindset of irrational numbers. I see. Thank you for being my subject of observation, Rick. Go, Vertin. We have a long way.
Be careful, Regulus.
Don't worry, I know this place well enough by now. Critters, monsters, creatures with strange heads. Do you worse. This pirate is not afraid of...
Hey, hello there.
Stay serious. Stay focused. Don't be so furious.
Say hello. Go, go.
What's that? Hard. It's so loud.
It seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right?
Everywhere.
Sprinkle.
Everywhere.
Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
Shh.
I hear some broken lights.
Oh?
Stop lightning.
What's hard is just so loud.
What's this?
Agents have guns. It's called common sense.
Don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Up here on the boundless, the beginning of all things. Everything originates from it and returns to it. Infinity has no start and no end. But nothing would come into existence if there's only infinity. Look up there, Vertin. Now they are presenting in their true forms. In their purest and newest forms. Our world was born from the wounds on infinity. When it's cut by finity, the patterns of the cutting are what we call mathematics. Thus, the essences of numbers exist inside all beings, and the patterns of all numbers exist in all matters. The length of a butterfly's wings and its body are in golden ratio, and the plant leaves grow on their stems in the pattern of the Fibonacci spiral. This is the most primitive rhythm of Arcanum, and it is also the beginning of our extraordinary study. This is the essence.
And how do I submit my proof?
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up. Now, stay fully concentrated and recall the question you want to verify. Only in the absolute contemplation can truth reveal itself to you.
The storm, the emanation, the storm syndrome. Where are they from? Foundation, Manus Vindictae, Acheron. What roles do they play? Why does the storm fall when history trembles? Why doesn't the storm fall into the misty land? What is the ingredient of asymmetrical nuclide R?
The world is a dark underground labyrinth. But Numa can guide us to go beyond all things and reach the exit. Vertin, can you see it?
fighting the Manus now? What's happening outside the cave?
Luton, why are you straying? The meditation goes beyond control. You will be thrown out of here. This would be a foolish mistake. The repair on this is...
Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live. Including thee.
"37! 37! What happened? What all those illusions? If it weren't for the heat of the stone bangle that wakes me up, would I go as crazy as they did? This stone reminds me of the spinning wheel. The collector of asymmetric nuclei are. If the reagent turns gold after reacting with the fog here, that means the fog contains elements that can be immune to the storm. The color changed faster than I thought. The concentration of R is hundreds of times, no, thousands of times higher than in the Manus's masks. In other words, whoever owns this cave can produce the protective equipment of the storm in big numbers. Is that the reason why Arcana is here?
Oh, Mother, our mortal. Has it failed? Has it failed?
I need to take 37 out of here. So the Abraxas were people from the Manors. The fog here can affect people's minds, like those around the lake in my suitcase. Have the Manors found a way to launch attacks without being punished by the bangle? Or don't they care about the price they will be paying anymore? I hope Regulus didn't throw my words to the wind. I have to get rid of them first, and go out to join the others.
The puppy wishes to come along.
The conditions are not clear. A reckless attack may lead to the punishment.
Brave decision.
At your command.
Good timing.
Brave.
At your command.
No need to look back.
Nuggets. Hold on to that.
Wait. It turns into... So this is how the Manors fight again. They sacrifice one man to feed...
No worries.
Good timing.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Please, don't resist.
Advice from the forest. Frost you with the armor of the forest.
Relax.
Brave decision. At your command.
Come back to me.
Now dance. Hold on to that.
The sacrificed follower has been absorbed. Is this some kind of... Okay. 37?
Brave decision.
No worries.
Oh! Aha! Woohoo!
The dead followers turned into geometric symbol. So the seed is the form of...
The form's strength.
Things are not as simple as I thought. I must make a plan.
Good timing.
At your command.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Breath in.
Frost you with the armor of the forest.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Alright, deep breath in.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Penetrate.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Form of Manus Vindictae. It's more distorted than I thought. It's all over.
Just like the prophecies of the woods. The scales have already been...
Vertin, finally! The Manus suddenly emerged everywhere like ants. Lilia and I couldn't... I would have acted sooner if you hadn't told me not to be fine.
Bleen, all they want is to attack, even if their blood will be sucked out. Insane! Back when we were spying on them, I told Sanetta to screw the peace agreement through the radio. I knew those geometry psychos and the Manus would go mad sooner or later. They were not that crazy when they were solving the math problems. There! What the hell happened down there?
The cave is the key to be immune to the storm. There is a cave on this island, which has the same effect as my suitcase. That's what...
What?
But Hasn't she also put on, even if she can break free from that bangle, and if she has signed that peace agreement, how will she...
Curtain. What's that?
I'm afraid you have overstayed your welcome, Ms. Arcana. I have to regrettably remind you not to overstep the boundaries.
I take not thought for needless disputes, but to ask a simple question. The great philosophers, ye seek the ancient wisdom, follow the sage's teaching, and pursue the noble virtues. You are separated from the world for thousands of years, and you have not gained the human's understanding, nor have you sought for it. I find pleasure in this allegory of the cave. However, hast this been unto thee? That who led us to the exile in this cave.
What are they? I've never seen these before. Why are they here? These things should not appear on this island.
No! Where did they go?
Sinetto. Did you bring the humans army here?
Hey! Hello there!
Quiet nice. Don't be so furious.
Ah, it seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
These different rays. Whose heart is beating so loud?
That's Criddle!
Radio waves are everywhere. Everywhere. I hear something. Whose heart is beating so loud?
Stay focused.
Radio waves are everywhere. Agents have guns. It's called common sense. Raindrops never actually. I tried to talk to Miss Centurion, but as soon as she pulls that. These people next door are really noisy. Good timing. A truly marvelous hypothesis. I hope the margin is wide enough to contain its demonstration. Oh, a rabbit. We always have a banquet after every meeting, and the rabbit stew is often placed at the right angle, which means it is the most savory dish. I think this golden rabbit means the same to you, even though it is inedible. Oh, a rabbit! We always have a banquet after every meeting, and the rabbit stew is often placed at the... Congratulations! There are only a very limited number of them in the warehouse, and your luck is a good example of probability. Well, or that of proof by exhaustion. You're back. Of course you are. Because this place is... Wow. So many things I haven't seen. Whose heart is beating so loud? Shh. Quiet, please. Talking out calms people down. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right? Whose heart is beating so loud? Crinkle! What's that? You're fucking right. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right? Go, go! You're fucking right. I hear something. Crinkle!
Just like the prophecies of the woods, the scales have...